Hello, Libra. Happy birthday. Welcome to your October 2023 tarot reading. I'm Kate Smithkors. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for you. So, to go along with the seasonal vibe here, I'm using more of witchy, spooky, mysterious types of decks. So, I'm super excited to dive into these. These are some of my favorite decks to work with. So again, happy birthday, Libra. I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite times of year. So yes, I'm so excited for you. We're going to start off on a light note, and we're going to use the deck Believe in Your Own Magic. And so the card that came out for you is number 32, Escapist. Come home to yourself. This card says, everyone wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some of us like to binge watch shows, some of us like to listen to music, some of us like to read, and some of us like to leave it all behind and go on vacation. All of that is totally healthy. Our lives can get incredibly stressful. However, too much escapism can mean that you're not confronting a big problem, which isn't healthy for you. Face it head on and let the pieces fall wherever they may. So it does sound like you might have come into a time where you've been running away from something that really needs your attention. It's something that you really need to deal with. Maybe it's an important conversation that needs to be had, or maybe it's a responsibility that you have that maybe you've been avoiding. But whatever it is, Spirit's encouraging you to come home to yourself and to face these responsibilities, face these things head on. And now I'm going to pull one more oracle card from the Everyday Witch Oracle. And this one is Meditation for Creativity. So some of you are very creative, and Spirit is really encouraging you to step into your creative energy. Some of you might have jobs that requires you to tap into your sacral chakra, or even your solar plexus. It just feels very creative and inspired. And I love how these animals are participating. So maybe there's even something with what you do might involve animals, or maybe you're stepping into including animals in more into your life in some regard. Okay. So this is actually a number 3 energy. So you have 32 and 3. Meditation for creativity. Creativity can be thought of as the fire of the spirit. It comes to each of us in different forms. Some people might enjoy creativity in the more obvious artistic directions, such as writing, painting, or crafting. Others might excel at creative problem solving or making their surroundings look beautiful. You can create in an art studio, or in a kitchen, or even in an office. Sorry about that hang up. So what it's saying is, it doesn't matter where you are. You have the opportunity to add your personal touch wherever your workspace is, right? The only limitations are the ones we put on ourselves. Not everyone has the inclination or talent to do everything, but we all have something we make with a combination of mind, heart, hands, and spirit. If you haven't figured out what your creative gift is, go out and discover it today. So it feels like if you've lost your sense of creativity, or you feel like you're not as inspired or creative as you usually are, Spirit's encouraging you to really tap back into that, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you feel more balanced and more relaxed too. I also feel like some of you, through your art or through whatever this creative process is that you have, you're able to kind of escape. And so using your creativity to go into like a meditative state and receive messages about whatever your situation is while you're creating will hopefully help you be able to confront whatever this problem is in a way that feels more aligned and less stressful. Now I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. I love this deck. It's so much fun. So let's see, what are the overall themes that Libra is going to be experiencing? Overall themes, the High Priestess. Oh yes, there are so many Libras that are very intuitive. So this is you tapping into your intuitive abilities. She's got her rune card, or her rune stones, her tarot card. She's got her crystal ball. It just feels so magical here. I love it. So some of you are either getting into divination, or you're just really feeling an intuitive pull towards something and you're trusting your intuition. There's also a level of dedication with the High Priestess, right? This is saying that you're dedicated to something. So I think that it setting intentions and getting clear on what you're wanting to dedicate to yourself to will also help keep you, I don't know if I want to say out of trouble, but maybe out of trouble in that maybe sometimes you spend too much money if you're bored. Maybe you're a shopper, or, that would be an example. So moving on, we also have the Six of Wands. There's some type of public recognition that's happening for you in October. People are really enjoying your gifts, what you have to offer. They're recognizing a job well done. And so if you have your own business, or if there's something that you've dedicated a lot of your time and your energy to, it might even be public recognition, and that your family is recognizing, hey, you're doing fantastic. We are so proud of you. And that feels really good. So there's some type of special recognition that's happening here for you in the month of October. And then there's the Two of Cups. It feels like there's a relationship that is blossoming or blooming. So this could be a romantic relationship, but this could also be a collaboration, right? Sometimes people are put in our lives so that we can vibe off of them, so that we can work with their energy to maybe create something that is unique and special. And maybe we wouldn't have been able to come up with this exact thing on our own. Maybe we needed their creative energy to be able to tap into this part of ourselves. So I feel like there's somebody special coming into your life, whether it's in a romantic way, or maybe it's a business partner, or maybe it's a friendship that really is just lighting you up and making you feel good. Maybe some of you are doing wine tours. These glasses of wine are coming through. Or maybe some of you are going to a beach or a lake, or somewhere around water to, I don't know, it's like you're setting the mood. That's part of what I'm hearing, is you're setting the mood. So it looks like overall you are definitely tapping into your intuition, more trusting your intuition, becoming more dedicated to something. People are going to be recognizing the hard work and the effort that you're putting into something. And the Two of Cups is, some type of special connection and relationship coming to the forefront in the month of October. So now I'm going to use the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. I love this Oracle deck. So the card that you got is Choice, Valkyrie, number 42. All right, so let's dive into this. Let's see what this is all about. So some of you could really be into Norse mythology, or really enjoy some of the gods, goddesses, or dare I say characters, that we find, the personalities that come through in Norse mythology. So this card says, you have control over yourself only. You have control over yourself only. So this is about not trying to control other people, right? And you can choose your thoughts and actions. So you don't have to succumb to what your immediate thought process is, right? We have the opportunity, we always have the chance to change that, to shift that. When we feel that negative thought come in, we have that opportunity then to shift and say, no, this is not how we're going to process this anymore. What's the positive? And then try to have a positive thought there. And I'm not talking about toxic positivity here. You need to hold space for the shadow, for the negative, and allow yourself to be human and have the emotions that you do, but also not letting them take over you and consume you, right? We need to have that balance. And these candles on the High Priestess really are standing out to me. There's a duality here. There's a light and a dark that we're tapping into. It is never too late to change. You can transform your fears. Be courageous, even though you may be fearful. So one of the quotes that I absolutely love is, do it afraid, right? Yeah, you're going to be scared. But do you have this dream or this goal or this thing that you want to accomplish? If you wait till you're not scared anymore, you run the risk of it never happening. So you know what? Do it scared. The duality here is choice versus consequences, self versus community. I love this card and I love those messages. So now I'm going to use the, what is it called? The Trick or Treat Tarot. I love this deck too. The back of the cards are just so fun. That's what the back of them looks like. I like how more colorful these are. All right, so what's a potential challenge? What is the potential challenge for Libra? Woo, this one came flying out. The Emperor. Some of you are being quite stubborn and a little bit grumpy, I'm hearing. Look at how miserable that pumpkin head looks. He does not look too happy. And actually, some of the other people that are in the background, right, they're kind of looking like, what is that person doing? You look scary, or you look crazy, you look different, whatever it is. So I would say with the Emperor is somebody who's very strong, very solid, unwavering. But there's a point with the Emperor that it's a little bit stubborn, right? And sometimes the Emperor can get so stuck in their ways that they don't allow room for other people's thoughts and opinions to come in. And yeah, we want to be able to protect ourselves, but what I would say is don't cut yourself off so much from other people's thoughts and opinions that you are really limiting yourself. Just because it wasn't your thought doesn't make it wrong, right? Oh, this is something that might be resonating for some of you. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm having a conversation with somebody and they say no all the time. Like I'm talking to them about something and they're like, no. And then they confirm what I just said. It's like, what is that within the person's brain that they feel like they have to say no to everything? Is it like a dominance thing? Like, did you have controlling parents and now you're fighting back? Like, what is the thing here? So if anybody knows, feel free to comment. But that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm talking to somebody and they immediately say no and respond. And then it especially bothers me when they say no and respond and agree with what I just said. Like, why did you have to say no? I don't get it. So some of you are being quite stubborn. And you're saying no to a bunch of things, even if you want to do it, just because you are feeling, maybe there's an area of your life that's feeling a little bit more out of control. So that's leading you to be more controlling in different ways that you can, if that makes sense. You're trying to control the areas that you have more control over. That wording does not make sense. Moving on. We have the Two of Wands as a potential challenge. The Two of Wands is about planning and preparation. I feel like this goes along with the first card that we got, that escapism, right? Where you're not doing the proper planning that you need to about some type of event that's coming up, or something that's coming up for you in the month of October, or even it could be in November or December too. It doesn't just have to be October, but there's something that you're avoiding planning. Like, so this is a potential challenge, is getting your ducks in a row. And then if you have to sign some type of contract or agreement with somebody, go over the fine details of it. Don't just sign your name because you're tired of it, right? Go over the fine details there. And then we also have the Magician. I feel like the Magician has so much power. You have so much power. You have so much potential. Sometimes in the negative sense of the Magician card, sometimes talent can be wasted, right? What are you good at? What are you not tapping into? Are you giving away your power? So that's something else to think about. And then on the other end of this, or the other hand, the Magician has the potential to be manipulative. So are you trying to manipulate or control a situation so much so that you are, that you're not allowing others to have like free will anymore? There's just a sense of control that I'm getting. Some of you are really wanting to tap into a controlling energy, but it's because you fear life getting out of control again. Because I feel like you guys have felt that before. You've been through that before, and you don't want to go back there. But make sure that you're not trying to control it so much that you're being manipulative and not allowing others to live their best life in the process. This skull is really standing out. So some of you might have a thing for skulls or mystery. It's actually reminding me, I have a succulent class coming up on October 13th, where we have skull planters, and we're going to be planting succulents in the skull, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. If you're in the Sayre, Pennsylvania area, definitely look into it and sign up, because it's gonna be fun. All right, the last card that I want to talk about comes from the Enchanted Map Oracle. It's number 16, and it's called Rescue. So I think that some of you feel either trapped by a situation, or you're waiting for somebody to come rescue you. This is kind of giving me Rapunzel vibes, or like the princess locked away in the tower waiting for her knight in shining armor to come in. So we'll see what rescue is about. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. I love that message. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. Absolutely. And I feel like that's a message that some of you really need to hear, is that happiness and safety, right? Safety is not through the material possessions that you have and what you've accumulated over the years as far as money goes. It's about the relationships that you have. It's about, do you feel safe where you are? So it's just something to consider. And also, if you feel like you've been separate from Spirit, if you've not been paying attention to any of your spiritual practices, maybe you used to be very spiritual and love working with maybe the moon cycles, or, use divination and things like that. maybe you've stepped away from that. And so I think that you're going to be exploring that more in the month of October too. And that's going to be really good, really healthy for you. You're not going to be using it as a form of escape, and you're not going to be using it to manipulate situations either. It feels like this energy does feel good. Okay, so if you're looking for a personal reading, please schedule on crystallizewithkate.com. If you liked this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications so that you know when I post more videos like this. And also, by the time you see this video, I'm hoping and praying that I will be in my new space that's located at 201 South Elmer Avenue in Sayre, Pennsylvania, where I will have crystal mining, I will have succulent workshops, I'll have classes, events, lots of fun stuff there. So come check it out if you're local. All right, friends, I hope you have a beautiful month of October, and I will see you in another video.